Hey guys, Bill Caswell here. We're going to go over some quick tips for a video interview because you never know when someone's going to shove a camera in your face during your next race. So the first thing you want to do is be prepared. That means before you get to the rally, practice an interview. Look in the mirror, maybe do a mock one with your friends. You know, go over some sort of canned stories or canned responses about you, your car, your team. Get used to talking to the camera. It's going to be, extremely helpful. The other thing you want to do to be prepared is take a second to make sure you look normal. Look in the reflection of the window glass, check a mirror, make sure you don't have a huge oil smudge on your face from fixing your car between stages. In the art of, in line with being prepared, you also want to ask the interviewer for the questions. Ideally, you're going to have 10, 20, 30 seconds while they set up the camera, and you can kind of figure out what they're going to ask you and kind of prepare some responses that'll be helpful. At the same time, ask them where to look. Do they want you looking at the camera? Do they want you looking at the interviewer? They'll tell you. As far as how you look, you want to not wear sunglasses. A lot of people do it, but as long as you can see and you're not squinty and you look normal, take the sunglasses off because then people will see your eyes and better identify with your face. It's a lot more effective. You also want relaxed body language. So you don't want your arms crossed, you don't want your shoulders hunched up, you don't want to be looking at the ground or away and appearing disinterested. You want to look at either the interviewer or the camera, and ideally talk with your hands in the power zone between your eyes and your belly button. Talk with your hands. Count off 3 things that are going well, or explain how the car was, how you fixed the car, how you're driving to the corners, or a moment you happen to have. Talk with your hands. It's really helpful. You want to repeat the question in the answer. So if someone asks you what kind of car you're driving, don't just say BMW M3. You want to say, oh, this weekend at New England Forest Rally, I'm driving a 1999 BMW M3 with whatever engine suspension. As much as you can fit in that's appropriate. That way if they take a little sound bite, your response stands on its own. In that same light, when they ask you who you are, it's good to go through who you are, your co-driver, the car you're driving, maybe where you're from, and possibly what you do during the week. If there's time and it's appropriate, tell them a little story about who you are. Let people get interested in you. Always talk about your sponsors. Try not to do it in the typical kind of NASCAR fashion where they answer the interview and then at the end they rattle through 20 names and just walk away. Better to try to integrate your sponsors into the story. So if they ask you how your rally's going, you can say, we've really stepped up our game this season. The car's extremely well prepared thanks to the support from Moe's Ice Cream Shack and Bob's Brewery. They've been extremely helpful and allowed us to really bring our program to the next level. Plus they got Bob's got great ice, Moe's got great ice cream, and Bob's got fantastic beer, and that's always helpful. So hopefully these are a couple quick tips that allow you to deliver a more effective interview at your next race. Practice, be prepared, make sure you look normal, answer the question, say the question in your answer, mention your sponsors, and have a good time. Good luck, guys.